Singapore is a massive asset management market, a massive wealth market. I'm sure there are more and more family offices, asset managers, investors out there who will have exposure, will be holding digital assets, and they will face these challenges at some point, possibly. So, what would be your minute one, hour one action plan? What would you recommend somebody to do?
Evidence preservation is the first point of call. So you need to keep logs. Your Google Chrome web history actually sets out a useful chronology of how the attack broke out, where you went to, etc. Your email logs. Basically, the first point of call is retain evidence. That's very important because we've seen instances where businesses, they've got these automatic overriding rules in their inbox, and then you lose evidence after 4 months or 6 months, depending on how it's set up. The second point of call, of course, is to call us, really, because at the end of the day, you need to go to the police, or you need to, if the police gives you enough information to say, okay, you've got some assets in these exchanges, then it might make sense for you to get a freezing order, freeze those assets, and then trace your assets down so that you get some recovery. Some recovery is better than no recovery. Okay, and sometimes the economics of the situation, it makes sense for you to say, okay, I'll allocate this amount of resources, try and get that back. A key question that we always ask ourselves is, how does the threat actor know that you are a target? How does this actor know that your email address has got $4 million in a wallet on an exchange, right? And in our experience, it's either friends and family. Someone in your network told this is the person who initiated the attack. Second, your devices are compromised, probably from some other platform. Or the third one, and one that we've relied on successfully, is a data breach. There are some data breaches that your information is out there. If it originated from an exchange, for example, then you might have legs to pressure or negotiate with the exchange. We should share that risk. It's about allocating that risk of that hack at the end of the day. So yeah, to sum it up, preserve evidence and get in touch with the police and us, the experts, to see whether or not we can at least get something back.
Data preservation, but I think whenever there's an incident, right, don't make it a tech issue. It has to be a management, because I've seen many cases that team took over because it's a cyber issue, it's a cyber attack to a certain extent. And then a knee-jerk reaction is in order to stop further spread, they will delete everything, or they will turn up out of the. That's a very natural thought, but once you do that, actually you lose the link, some very precious evidence to trace back, so it has to escalate to the top, the management, even the legal and compliance of the company.